Kia ora. I've decided to make another video, clearly. I've been listening to some different information. Not different from what I believe, but from what I have been listening to. And it's confirming things that I've already known and experienced to be true, but what's been going on lately has been pushing me towards, or attempting to push me towards being forgetting and becoming uncaring and less loving and all of those sorts of things, because this shit show is, this simulation is, this prison, whatever you want to call it, because that's what it is run by a bunch of psychopaths. And the psychopaths have little minions in the world that are like little psychopaths. This is why we keep encountering the same crap in different people. So what's happened is that I've come to realise that, like, I had a death, what I would call a death experience after my surgery in 2016, I think it was, or 17. And I found myself out of my body. And I could see my body over there. It was like looking in the next room. I was looking at the simulation. And I was like in between at that point. And then I bounced into what I now come to know as the void. I didn't have the going up the white tube, everybody, all your whānau that are past are greeting you, all of that sort of stuff. I didn't have any of that. I went straight to this place that was dark and light at the same time. And I was in this space. I surrendered to the space. I let go of everything, and I wasn't falling, but there was a sense of movement. And I just let go of everything. All these fears rushed through my head about, what about this? What about that? How will these people be? But you understand that everything's perfect. Like, it is so indescribable. It's hard to describe because it doesn't fit in with our little pea brains limits. That's the only way I can put it. But we are not human. We're these souls, whatever we are, whatever I am, wherever I was, that is what we truly are. And it's like an awareness, it's a big awareness, a consciousness. And here comes my neighbour trying to do some street drama to distract me from sharing this message. It's not going to work. So she'll let a dog crap on the lawn. How exciting. And here's the thing, drama to distract you. So I'm in this space, and I come to the understanding that we are all we're consciousness, we're this giant consciousness, and we belong in this even gianter consciousness place. And when I looked around, I could see that there were others there, and I came to realise that they were other consciousnesses like myself, and they looked like bluish white stars, explosions of light, stars, balls of light, but not balls, in this brilliant darkness. And I was coming aware of all of these things and understandings, and how the reality that I'd just come out of was like a little tiny whiny little box that we squashed into, and anyway, the most beautiful feeling, completely free, loving, worthy, comforted, supported, just indescribable. And anyway, it came to that I had to go back. I hadn't finished what I came here to do. It wasn't my time yet, and I had to come back, and boom, back in my body, back in the hospital. So, but yeah, for about 2 years after that, I was in a state where I understood everything around me, and that it was like, not knowing that it was absolutely bloody true, but it's what one of the messages out there that are floating around is, in the world and not of it. And at moments I'd have, like stuff would just wash over. It was not important, especially dramas. not important, but the little matrix in the program will do its darndest to drag you back in at every turn. And it took, should I say, probably about 7 years to do that, to start to drag me back in. And my theory is that targeted individuals are the ones that, well, clearly they're resisting and they're seeing things differently and they're willing to think outside the box, so to speak, and require a little bit of extra pressure and force and experimentation on how they can do this better for the masses. So I believe that's what's going on. And yeah, because it was like there was a whole lot of stuff there, like with family, people around me and things like that were going out of their way to be not nice, to get certain reactions, and they're just running the bloody program. So when tarot readers and people talk about karmics, they're talking about, it's the word, they're talking about these people that are unconscious and running the program that they came in here with. So people like myself and you, most probably, if you're listening to this, unless you're one of the minions of the psychopaths, which is a good chance as well. I mean, if you are, you're screwed. Then, yeah, so I came to realise that that's what they were doing and stepped away from it. So I stepped away from that. Oh my God, things like a doorknob just fell off. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so yeah, I came to realise these things and stepped away from everyone and everything that I felt was manipulating and part of this program and deliberately trying to cause me chaos and angst and all of that sort of stuff. So then when they had to come up, well, the AI or whatever, they had to come up with, because I believe it's predictive and it knows you really well and it has studied you and it knows what your triggers are. So it had to come up with something different. So hence this bullshit program starts running off the gang stalking, which is basically them showing their faces and telling you that you require force because you're dangerous. Why are you dangerous? Because you're thinking outside the box, and if you start dropping that knowledge, and other people start waking up, the more of us that wake up, the harder we are to control. And when I say wake up, I mean to see what is around us for real. Like if you think about those things that they put on their heads, those virtual reality things, our body is one of those. Truly. It's a bit, hard to bend your brain around. Most people would say, oh, that's not possible, and go back to sleep. It fucking is. And they're running the program that says it's not possible. They're part of the program. So when you step out and you start waking up other people, you become like the glitch in the Matrix, and they have to unglitch you so that they can maintain their control. They're like crapping themselves at the moment. They can't lose control because then they lose all their loosh that they're generating through fear and drama and world wars, and there's not enough of this and there's not enough of that, which is a load of crap. And there's consequences if you don't do this, and we'll fuck you over if you do that, and blah, 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 blah. It's all distraction and fear and generating their loosh, which is the negative emotions that they need. We're like bloody farm animals. The poor old cows out there that are being more and more monetised and electronicized. They're all getting around with these electronic things on their bloody necks at the moment. That is us. That is us doing it to cows. Well, it's being done to us. And we don't need to do that to the cows either, I might say. But we'll go back to, it's nice to just let them roll around in the grass and milking with Murray. But no, it has to become all depersonalised and without empathy or feeling, which is, what, a psychopath. Anyway, so that vision, one of the visions that I had with the big black hole thing above everyone, was like green rolling hills, whole lot of little fluffy sheep running around, which is what New Zealand used to be, I might add, with sparkling clear water, the clearest water in the entire world, apparently, artesian. Yeah, no, I won't go down that path. But anyway, as we can see, the water's been weaponised. The air's been weaponised. The whole jolly place has been, really, like, yeah, it's all part of trying to get us to be like an AI. So that's the next step. Anyway, yeah, so I had that vision, and there was this big black Stargate kind of hole square above, and like everything was getting sucked into it. It was like a big black hole thing. Yeah, that was pretty freaky. But I can kind of understand that better now. Anyway, you know, they like to say sheep, you know, wandering around doing as they're told. Yeah, the program. Think about TV programs and systems and yeah, anyway, they don't want us to be our unique, beautiful, amazing, sovereign, authentic selves, because then they can't control us, and we might tell other people and they might wake up and go, hang on, I'm not doing that either. And then it'd be like, Houston, we've got a problem. Well, they've already got a problem, because it's like the 100th monkey thing. You know, eventually it's going to be like this mass consciousness awakening. That's what I see anyway. Anyway, so the point of all this with the targeted individual thing, which makes it a thing, it's basically a response from this. This is what I believe. It's a response from this AI prison controlling system that's put about by this small amount of psychopaths controlling the masses, and through it. And yeah, it's fucking nuts, really. Like, if everybody just went, hang on, it's like those memes and shit that you see when it's got everybody, you know, they can't control however many people are on Earth at the moment, or genuine souls anyway, that are on the Earth at the moment, or that haven't gone over to, mind you, even if they have, like, are they still souls? Are they still able to get out of that? I don't know. I can only worry about myself and anyone else that can be assisted by what I'm saying. Like, I listen to David Icke on and off, and I listened to one of them this morning, which inspired me to do this video again, because there has to be a bigger picture to this in my mind. There's a bigger picture, and quite frankly, he speaks from there. So I've released that video onto onto the community page, which is part of this channel. So if you go back to the home and you scroll along the top, you'll find community, and there are posts down there. And well, all sorts of things. But anyway, this interview is there, so it's well worth a listen. Just put it on while you're having your breakfast or something, or dozing in the sun, and just listen, or in the morning, or whatever. But because I don't often think, I always, you know, like the short bites, like, so programmed, like. But anyway, if I can listen to it, because it's like an hour and something long, if you get to about just before the hour point, it's getting interesting, real interesting there. But he talked about doing Ikusha or Ayakushwa, whatever that plant thing is, and he had the experience of the void the same as me. And like, I thought that I was the only one. I thought, oh my god, what the hell was my death experience, you know? Everyone else goes up this tube and they speak to all these people, and some of them have rooms and that. Well, doesn't that sound like a bit like a gathering point? And like, he talks about being recycled, like, that takes what I've thought a step further, but it bloody well makes sense. It makes sense. This reincarnation bullshit. It's like, you get stuck, you wake up, you're free. Boom. When you're free, you go to this void place, which is where we all come from, and it's massive. Like, we can't even perceive it. It's bloody awesome. So I think that part of cracking the codes and freeing yourself from this gang stalking bullshit is to realise that they can't do anything to you. What are they doing? Driving past, trying to instigate fear that you're being watched? Like, everybody's being watched. They're being watched, doing it. Everybody is subject to this. It's just some is more intense than others because they're a bigger threat, because they refuse to be pushed around. Or maybe they've just been selected to be experimented on. I don't know, but a lot of them will say that, they had some experience of speaking out, or they watched a video, or they, I don't know, did something that is not part of the norm. And obviously they are a threat to try and clamp down, try and be so forceful, like, that's frequency bullshit. Like, it truly is. And one of the things that David and I spoke about, which I'd been pondering for quite some time, is that when he originally woke up, he got directed to this book called by Betty Shine. If you listen to the video, it's on there. And he goes to see Betty Shine, and he feels this cobwebby feeling on his face. And like, I've experienced this. I experience it now. And he's talking about the electromagnetic field changing. It never occurred to me. Like, I can feel that shit when it's on my skin, and you probably can too. Not if you're a psychopath, but if you're going through similar things and waking up and becoming more and more conscious and aware, you will become aware of these things. And this cobwebby thing on my face, and that's exactly what it bloody is. It's electromagnetic field. He talked about the same thing. So this is how it triggers people in a good way, and helps you put your puzzle pieces together. When we share our stuff, it helps. Like, it might be just that one piece for me, and it might be something completely different for you from the same video, But it's well worth a listen. It really is. He speaks so clearly and cognitively, and he puts things together probably far better than me. But it doesn't matter, because we're all unique, and we all have a unique way of expressing ourselves and putting it out there, and it will do unique things. It will cause unique chain reactions, and that's the main thing. So it's just another aspect. Like, clearly, sitting there and copping all the shit doesn't work. It just puts you in a reaction, which is what they want. What we want is to, if we're spacious and in the world and not of it and knowing it, then it's not going to have the same effect, is it? It's not going to have the same effect at all, because you have this different understanding, because you've got knowledge, and you can draw conclusions from that knowledge, and you can understand things better. Then it's not going to have the same effect on you. Anyway, these are my pondering thoughts. I'd love to have a chat with Dave Icke. That'd be bloody awesome. But yeah, in the meantime, keep your chins up, be strong, know that it's just a bunch of psychopaths running around because they're afraid. And yeah, there's so much more than we've ever been told. And I like one of his lines. He goes, why do they have these secret societies? Who are they keeping everything secret from? Well, everyone that's not in, the secret society, the general populace, the public. They're keeping it secret. They've got all this knowledge. They know how it works. And we're starting from the back foot. So listen to your intuition, listen to your inner guidance, because it knows shit. And it's probably tapping you on the shoulder trying to tell you. Listen and know that it's true, Figure out what resonates for you. Take the good stuff, leave the rest, and work with what you've got. Anyway, go well. Drink your fresh water. Do your best, look after yourself, and try and notice your thoughts. That would be my main thing to you. Notice your thoughts. You're not them. All of that, like, he said it beautifully. He's like, blah, 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 blah is going on, and he said that, and blah, blah, blah. That's the program running. As soon as you realise you're in the program, step back. That's it. Just keep doing it over and over and over and over. Step back from the program. Step back from the impulses that your body is trying to get you to do. Step back. Cheers. And step towards the light. Anyway, take care. Love each other. Be kind. Be good. Be true to yourself. Blessings. Bye.